Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our video on the structures of the digestive system. We today are going to be labeling the parts in your notes. So today the point of this video is to identify the structures of the digestive system. Within our next video, we'll revisit these success criteria as we look at the rest of explaining mechanical and chemical enzymes and the movement of nutrients into the blood. So here's what we're eventually going to do, but we're going to start here because we want it to look like your actual diagram you have in your notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start labeling these. I'm going to grab my pen. I'm going to change it to a color other than red. I think we'll just go blue, and we will freehand this and see if I can get this going. So in the number 1 spot, you see you have 2 number 1s, and that's because they're both known as the salivary glands. This is going to be really interesting to watch me draw the names on here. Salivary glands. Ooh, yeah. Let's maybe try something else after this one. Both ones are known as salivary glands. Okay, so you can put it in part 1 and part 1. Okay, number 2 on here is known as your mouth. Ooh. You can figure that out, right? Okay, so 1s are your salivary glands, 2 is your mouth, 3 is known as your esophagus. That's an E. So your esophagus is a muscle-like tube that travels down here to this J-structured organ known as your stomach. And your stomach has 2 accessory organs that kind of help it out with digestion. This small one right here, number 12, is called your gallbladder. Along with the bigger structure stuck behind it, which is number 11, which is your liver. And then over here you have another very important accessory organ known as your pancreas. So with all of those, we have a few more left to do. So the first one here is from your stomach, food travels down into your small intestine. Specifically, the first part it goes into is this structure number 10. Number 10 is called your duodenum. It's just a special part of your small intestine. So D-U-O and then denum, D-E-N-U-M. Okay, so it passes into the duodenum, then it passes through what we would call the ileum and the jejunum, which are the rest of your small intestine. So number 9 is just the rest of your small intestine. And we're going to get really specific when we talk about the small intestine in a few days. Oops. Really sorry for the really bad drawing. All right. The last few things we need to label are just parts of your large intestine. So food comes down and around, enters your large intestine, which is this part here, number 6, where you're going to do a lot of water absorption, you're going to do making of vitamins, and we're going to talk again in detail about that. So then you have your large intestine doing its job of water absorption, and then it gets pushed down to your colon, which is number 7, where it waits to be excreted out of number 8, which is the anus. So please make sure you have all of these in your notes and written down. This is just labeling. We will do a labeling practice after. We will go through the rest of our notes at a later time. So if you have any questions, please let me know.